what's up, man?
Hey, man, how's it going?
It's going good. You ready to do this, man?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have with us JJ Daniel or Jonathan Daniel.
Yeah, man, Mr. Shine's in the house.
Shine Bright is in the house, y'all, bro.
What's going on, man?
Nothing much. Trying to get back to my grind, back to my natural things.
Yeah, man, let's do it. You got some questions set up for me?
Yeah, first question is, when did skateboarding come into your life?
Honestly, skateboarding came into my life in 2015 when the brand itself actually got introduced into the skateboarding industry. We set up a local team here in Tampa. At the time, I lived in Daytona, and it wasn't really big beyond the brand when it came to skateboarding. But we were in the process of evolving the brand into skateboarding. Over the past 2 years, I mean, it's been great. It's been phenomenal. I love the skateboarding industry. They're so supportive of our brand. And I wouldn't want to trade this industry for the world, to be honest. So, and even then, it's all about the culture too. So we like to stick to that moral aspect too. So
Right.
Yeah, man, it's been awesome.
Yes, what's up? So what was it in skateboarding that actually caught your eye?
Well, when it came to the skateboarding industry, honestly, it's like, we're going to get on a personal level here. I can honestly relate to a lot of skateboarders out there. I've been around them for so long. I actually used to skateboard when I was younger, and it's just I stopped for a while because I got into a big accident. I basically bombed a hill and slid out and cracked my skull open. So that was pretty rad, and it just went down from there, and I just gave it up. And that's when I was young, but eventually, as time went on, we evolved, and we got back into it, and I started connecting more and more with other skaters out there. I feel like I have a background history, just like, a lot of other skaters out there, and it's the fact that, we can all vibe out, we can chill, drink a couple taps or, some beers and we can skate it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we just all have that connection. You can go to speak, you know what I mean? So pretty awesome.
Were you ever intimidated coming into the skateboarding industry?
Intimidation, man, not at all. Honestly, a lot of people can get a little scared, coming into an industry and first starting off, not knowing where it's gonna go. But really, in all honesty, I had my team support. We all had each other's backs. We were ready to rock and roll, and it evolved from there. So when it comes to Shine Bright, we keep it with the team, and we're strong when it comes to our team. So we made it happen, man.
That's what's
up. Made it happen.
So why do you love what you do?
Man, I wake up every morning and it's a beautiful day, I love doing it, man, because, it's always been a dream of mine. I feel like the brand, once you're enrolled, within our team, we help build you as a skater. We help build your exposure. We help build your fan base. We help build your page. This way, once you're up there and you have so many comments, so many likes, so many views, and your exposure is through the roof, and you're getting all these sponsorship opportunities to see if that specific skater is actually going to stick loyal to the brand when they first started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're gonna, regardless if you sign up with Shine Bright or not, you're gonna get numerous offers.
So what is your opinion on skaters who want to become sponsored but they don't want to put in the work?
Oh man, this is oh man. That's like just showing up to a job and telling them, hey, how do I get paid? But I just want to sit on my butt, on my ass,
Right.
But honestly, when it comes to anything like that, how our sponsorship program is set up, you have to put in the work, man. You know what I mean? It's like doing it, with any other job or any other sponsorship. You have to put in work if you want to see results. So if you want to be successful, you know what I mean? Within any specific industry, no matter if it's skateboarding or if you're working at a normal job, you got to put in that work, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like I've spent 4 years nonstop by myself and self, you know, because us as brands, we love to see that dedication. Like, okay, well, you know, he's a skater. He's being dedicated to the brand. We like to see that. You know what I mean? Okay, he's bought some few products in the past. He's shown some support. You know, nonstop shout outs maybe.
Right.
Let's give this guy a try. Let's see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? So, us as a brand, we love to see skaters out there who are dedicated to kind of supporting, you know, just the vision or the image, or maybe, you know, what the brand actually stands for, or, you know, just in general. So it's a really, like I said, it's a really good feeling, you know, when people take interest in a specific, you know, when people take interest in the brand itself, you know,
right,
so to speak.
So what is your favorite thing about running the company?
Favorite thing about running the company? Let's see here. Honestly, I gotta say, by far, I love going to events. You know, I'd say we just got off of Spot, the Harvest Jam. That was a little bit ago. You know, when Spot and Boards for Bros, they hit us up and they were like, you know, we'd want you guys to come out. You know, we don't ask for any vendor fees. We'll just ask, you know, as you could like pay a donation to the Boards for Bros. And you know, I honestly got excited because, you know, in 2015, I came down here to Tampa and I was pretty stoked about Spot. You know, it was like with me being reintroduced into the industry again. You know, realizing how valuable Spot is and how valuable it is to skaters out there. You know, it's a really nice place to build any type of brand or any skater whatsoever. So when Michelle from Boards for Bros, you know, hit us up and, you know, they were like, okay, come out to Spot, we can set you up and stuff like that. You can vendor for a Harvest Jam. Oh my gosh, man, you know, I was so stoked.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, I mean, that's what really excites me. It's just going out to them events, you know, meeting everybody. I love shaking hands, having fun. We did that dunk ball contest. That was pretty fun. Everybody was in Spot doing the Harvest Jam. That was pretty sick. I got to meet some little shredders out there. You know, there's kids out there like 11, 12 years old, like, man, nailing it out the water, man. Like it's pretty awesome, you know, to just sit there and meet other people within the industry. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
And then the best feeling in the world is just to like go to those events and then come back after that day and, you know, they hit us up and they're like, oh, I saw you guys at Spot, or I loved your guys' boards. I saw your guys' boards. They're sick. You know, it's a pretty good feeling because me as the owner, you know, I love to sit there and put in constant, nonstop research, you know, about the specific products that we release and all like that, you know what I mean? I make sure everything is specific, you know, everything is exclusive within the industry, within, you know, like as far as like, you know, all of our tents and everything being exactly, you know, I'm not gonna say go to speak perfect,
right,
but you know, very detailed as to what we release or what we bring out, you know what I mean? So it's a really good feeling. And then on top of that, I mean, I'm gonna say my team, man. You know, waking up in the morning, we're getting started, we're motivating each other. You know, every day it's like we're ready to rock and roll. You know what I mean? We're ready to take on the world. You know, we're always ready to help other people out. We're always ready to bring on new skaters. You know what I mean? We're growing phenomenally. Hitting like 50, 63 skaters. It's like, wow, that's a pretty big team. And you know, a lot of people ask, you know, how do we do it? It's like, you know, go to speak. Like I said, you know, it's all about earning it. And those who make it through, and those who actually make it to that flow team, man, and they know for sure that it's completely worth it. And everything that we can offer, because I've spent multiple years setting up connections to where we can offer multiple things to these skaters, it means a lot to them, you know, that they grinded through it, they pushed through it, and now it's actually all this stuff is opened up to them that they never had before.
Right.
So, you know, it's an opportunity that, you know, I feel as though a lot of skaters should take advantage of, you know, if they really want to take their skating career to the next level. So, yeah, man.
That's how I feel. I just don't understand, like people, they want this, they want things, but they're either intimidated to go out and put forth the effort to get into things like that, to be sponsored by companies or just have connections. What helped me with being able to connect with people was just basically a lot of public speaking, and just it was an organization I was with when I was in school, and they did skateboarding, snowboarding, and all that stuff, called Stoke, and pretty much they helped me get to the point where we would go out to different companies and talk to them and get an idea of what it's like to have a company, or even help us uh, connect with people more. So I appreciate what that brought for me, and that's where I think when I got here in Florida, because I was in New York at the time. So when I got here in Florida, it opened up a lot of more doors. Like I'm getting further in Florida than I was in New York, and it's a little bit crazy because I miss New York, but I'm getting further in Florida than I did in New York, and I think it's mostly because it's not as popular down here in Florida than it is in New York. Because in New York, everybody's a skater. Every time you turn around, there is somebody on a skateboard, and it's really hard. So I'm grateful to be here in Florida, and I'm enjoying it, every second of it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, I've moved here from Colorado, and you know, basically when I was in Colorado in 2014, it was like, you know, I basically had to expose the brand, you know, by myself up there. So it was kind of like a one-man team. I was doing it up there, and then as soon as we hit Florida, man, it was like boom, you know. And I mean, to be honest, I mean, the Florida skate scene, it's huge. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, and I think honestly, in one of our works, we're in the works of actually. I know Baker actually released a skate demo downtown Tampa. So, you know, I'm about 10 minutes from downtown Tampa, so I'm really thinking about taking our Tampa team and actually creating a little demo thing down there. So, you know, I have a lot of works. I have a lot of works for the skaters that are involved within the brand. So, you know, as long as you're staying loyal or dedicated to the brand, I have no problem whatsoever making sure that you have what you need. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, and I don't feel as though any skater should be intimidated whatsoever. You know what I mean? Because you'll never know unless you try. You know, so that's just like saying the same thing if you wanna like, say for instance, I don't know, board slide El Toro or something. You know what I mean? You're not gonna find out if you're gonna land this. You're not gonna find out if you're gonna land it if you try it. You know, you're gonna have to try it over and over and over again before you're gonna actually stick that landing.
Right.
That's what it's all about, man. It's all about that dedication, that devotion. You know, how if you believe in yourself and you know that you're dedicated to what you put out there, man, you're not gonna have an issue, man. You know, so and that, you know, what the good thing about ShineBright is that regardless, no matter where you are within the company, we're always here to help you. You know, and it's and that's a strong thing that we believe in too, is that mutual support. You know, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back, type of deal. So,
right.
You know, I can't. We as a company, we can't just keep supplying if nothing is being returned in, you know, in that factor. So we both have to be putting in work. So it's like a 50-50, you know, matter of fact, actually 100% on each side. So, but we all have, you know, we have a structured system, and, you know, everybody knows what to do. Everybody's set forward. They know what to do, and they know how to get it done, because, you know, we spend numerous time, you know, telling them and informing them about it, how it works, you know, stuff like that. So if anybody's lost, I take time out of my day to make sure that, you know, they're on track, and, you know, they're getting along with everybody else within the chat. So yeah, man, it's pretty dope. You know, I can't lie. I wouldn't trade this company for the world. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of like me too. When I was in New York and I was in the program or whatever, they would have students build a brand, and you would build the brand, and then you would present it to like a panel of different people that work in different companies, like Vogue magazine, Google, people from there and stuff like that. And we had did it. We had built brand. We had made shirts. We had made stickers, skateboards, and all that stuff by hand. And then while we were doing that, I was thinking to myself, this is what it's like to actually put in work, and this is what it takes for a brand to come together, or a company in general to come together. It doesn't have to be in general about skateboarding, but it takes hard work to make a company. It was hard to come up with a name. I picked the name, and everybody went for it.
That's usually how it goes, man.
Right. I just nobody could think of a name. Nobody could come up with a graphic right away. So I just said, well, why don't we do this? And so we took like a group of different graphics, and we try to combine them in some sort of way. That's how the yin yang came together. So at first it was this a skateboard tombstone kind of look, and then we changed it from that. We changed it from that to it being like a skull and skateboard as the crossbones or whatever. And we said, let's just go with the yin yang, and so we went with that and put skulls inside of them. So it was very hard. So I'm glad that it taught me what amount of work it takes to make a company work. And then people left after they have a little showcase where you do the panel and stuff like that. And we didn't win, unfortunately, but if you won, you got your board inside of a local skate shop or whatever, or you got a trip to Google, whatever they did. And so a lot of people quit on the brand itself, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take the brand and make it my own. So I still have the same thing, and I had got everything legalized that it was a legit company. And just took it over myself, and it's gotten me far since I've been here in Florida. So I'm proud of that. So I can relate to your story.
Yeah, man. It's congratulations though, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
It's all about that. It's all about, like I said, it's all about that dedication, brother.
Right.
Even if other people don't believe in it, as long as you believe in yourself, and as long as you believe that you'll succeed within that, man, go for it.
Right. That's one of the main reasons why I'm so happy with the people that I have on my skate team, because of the fact that they're patient, and there's a lot of people that weren't patient, and so they left, and that's fine with me. I don't care. But the fact that the people who were there in the beginning stayed, I appreciate them, because they're not really really concerned about product in general. They just wanted to be a part of a team. And when they were saying that, it kind of hit me hard. Like, I didn't know it could have that much of an impact on somebody just to have them on a skate team, and that's all they wanted.
Oh yeah.
To have the title that they're sponsored, and they put in the work, so they have that right to have the title sponsored. So I don't have no problem with that. But it really hit home when they said all we really wanted was to be a part of a team, and so I'm just happy with that. So it made my day.
Yeah, man. I know how it feels, because as sad as it is to say, not many people have that support base, and it's like, if other people are willing to sit there and help that skater evolve and be their support base, then by all means. So, it's a really good experience,
Right.
And then by all means, when I was actually, I was 15 years old when I decided to start doing this. And, imagine that pressure at a 14, 15-year-old aspect, still going to high school, At the time, I was living at my dad's, but I was experiencing some family issues. But I had a dream, man, and I wrote the original logo on a napkin, and then just SHINEBRIGHTSUPPLYCO just popped up in my head.
Right.
It was like, oh, I feel this. I just ran with it. And we've originally went through 4 different logos before we decided to get one trademark. So, it takes time, but with time comes that dedication.
Right. You have the time, and you have the time to really actually think about what you want to see on people's walls, like posters, or what do you want to see people carrying around on, or wearing a shirt, or wearing anything. And that's what gets me a lot. If I see somebody that is wearing something I made, or they're riding a board that I made, it makes me feel really great about myself. If I'm having an off day, I'll just go to people's profiles and just look at the picture, not to be like a creep, but it just means a lot. Like
it does.
It's really symbolic to actually see your logo or your name somewhere. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't think anybody you can't really describe how it feels. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's like, and then with the boards that we released, and everybody showing support, that every time we drop a board, it's like every time we drop a board release, we sell out. And I thank the industry by far, and I thank my team, and for building that. So it means a lot. It means a lot. And I don't think unless you do run a brand that you'll really understand. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ooh, got bars.
Were there ever any roadblocks in your way that was trying to deprive you of your destination or your path to building a company?
Plenty. I'm gonna say plenty, by far, more than anybody's normal life, man. When it comes to running a company, it's not. When it's official, it's not so easy.
Right.
Just 3 weeks ago, our lawyer contacted us and said, okay, well, we don't think that we can get your logo trademarked anymore. And I'm like, oh, well, why is that? They're like, oh, well, this company is being confused with your company because of the selling of being baby clothes. And I'm like, oh, come on, man,
Wow.
So that was a little obstacle, we got into, and I was like, you know what, we got to stick this out. We got to get this done. The sooner we can trademark this logo, the further we can take things. You know what I mean?
Right.
But he called me back today, and we fought it out. We stuck it out. It's all about with that wall, that's there. Are you gonna knock it down, or you're gonna walk away from it? So I've had numerous obstacles, man. I mean, there's times where me personally, I went flat broke, but I would still, grind for Shine Bright. I would still go out there and do my thing and make sure everybody knows who I'm representing. There were even times where I've been homeless and did the same thing. I've never let the brand go, and those are all lifestyle, obstacles. Usually that's most are some that people go through, and
right.
I mean, not to mention all the business obstacles. I mean, Jesus.
There's plenty of those. I can tell. I know that.
The taxes. I mean, the trademarks, the products, the releases, the employees, the skaters. It's all, and but it's like once you do it for so long, you learn to cope with it, and you learn how to handle everything. So.
Right.
You know, what's a leader if he's lost? So I know my brand like the inside out. You know, like the back of my hand. It's my heart. You know, so everything that's associated with the brand.
Right.
You know, I know like the back of my hand. So I made sure that was one of my priorities. So, yeah,
do you have a code?
Like
Do you have a code that you live by?
Do I have a what?
A code that you live by, like a motto or anything that you live by to help you get through your day or life in general.
Do I have a code do I live by? Let me see, man. Honestly, I mean, a lot of people, they ask me this question, you know, and all I can say is I just ride the wave, bro. You know, I go with the flow. You know, anything that comes up, you know, I continue to ride through. Either if it's an obstacle or if it's like waking up every morning. You know, a lot of people need motivation to look forward to. So me personally, what I do is I just wake up in the morning and, you know, I either talk to my mentor about what I should do or either I'll just go up on YouTube, as simple as YouTube, and look up some motivational videos, you know?
Right.
So it's nothing, I mean, I don't live by any specific quotes. You know, like I said, I just ride with the wave. You know, all I know is that I'm going to remain dedicated, devoted, loyal. I'm always going to remain motivated, and I'm always ready to take this brand to the next level. You know, so, you know, it's just all about keeping your head on straight. Focus, too. That's the number one thing. Focus, man. Focus.
That's what's up.
There's been a lot of girl issues lately, so, you know, focus is important.
I hear you.
So, but, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, you know, my team's always there to support. So if I need to talk about anything or anything needs to be talked about, you know, I can go to my team for that instance. So.
All right. Is there any company secrets or spoilers you can tell me?
Is there any company secret spoilers?
Yeah, or spoilers on products that are coming out or anything.
Let me see. Company secret spoilers. I mean, as far as anything that we're releasing within the future, I know for a fact that should I spoil it? Maybe I might. Alright, so we're going to be opening up a second retail location for, you know, within Tampa area. We're definitely looking forward to that. That's going to be actually a lot bigger retail space for us. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Let me see. What other future plans do we have in play? I know for a fact we have tons more events coming up, including the Surf Expo out in Orlando. So, you know, I just got hitting up for that today, and they were like, "Okay, you're gonna come down." Da 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 da. And I'm like, "Okay, let me figure some things out, and we'll figure it out." So, I think there's gonna be over 38,000 vendors there. So,
wow,
pretty huge event. So, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be skateboarders, surfers, snowboarders. You know, tons of different companies. So, it's gonna be a lot of huge workings in the work and the play, you know. So as far as products, we're going to be dropping more shoes. You know, I've been hearing a lot that they look like Vans, which is the case. I didn't settle a deal with the actual Van brand itself.
Right.
The manufacturer that makes the brand, that makes the shoes, that's the deal who I settled with. So, you know, in the future, we could be coming out. It's in the works. We're going to be coming out, or eventually, with our own, you know, design of our own shoe. So, you know, like everybody has their own design. So, but besides that, man, I'm really looking forward to this winter board release.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, I've seen that.
I mean, man, it's by far one of our biggest designs released. Boards released. biggest collection by far released. Our shoes sold out. Our merchandise and retail, they sold out. Shoot, man, you know, and I just can't wait till those boards come in because they're gonna be pearly. Let me tell you,
they're gonna be sold out in the first day. Everything is always sold out in at least like first week, right, or a couple days.
Yeah, mostly, man. You know, and even then, you know, when we drop like pre-orders, you know, it's like when we get our boards in,
right,
we take those pre-orders out, and then that's what's remaining. And what's remaining is like usually normally sold out within like a week. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So
that's a huge milestone for a company to sell products out in like the first week that the products come out. That's really huge.
Yeah, it's like it's unexplainable. Like I don't have any words for it. You know, it's like within 2 years, because I started the actual brand in 2015. You know, and it's like within 2 years, we're in 2017 right now, about to hit 2018. It's like we've got this far already. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, it's unbelievable. You know, and it's like I can't show enough love for the industry and for our team. There's not enough words or not enough love spread around for it. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
It's crazy. So, yeah, man. But I'm really looking forward to the things that we release in the future. I know me and my team, we have some things in the works. But, you know, we'll keep that exclusive. That's what keeps the hype.
Oh man, I'm sorry guys. I tried to get the secrets, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't get the exclusive details. But just know that they're coming out. So you got any last words or shout outs you want to give to anybody before we go off?
Man, honestly, I want to give a shout out to John Ednom. He's actually he's actually our AM skater. He branched out to SBSC Sweden, so give him a follow at SBSC Sweden. Also, I want to give a shout out to Brian, our trial team manager. He's doing pretty good too. I just want to give a shout out to the team, our flow teams. You know, we're going to be focusing on stacking clips this month, so expect some nice content out there. So, yeah. Besides that, I'm pretty stoked, and I appreciate everybody's support, and you know, we're gonna continue to release some rad ass products and continue to drop some dope clips. And so, yeah, I mean, thanks guys. I really appreciate everything, and I appreciate the invite for the podcast, man.
No problem. It's always a pleasure to have people that I like. So it's not too many people like that. So it's amazing to have you on here.
Yeah, man. No worries, brother. You know, I've seen you've shown support to our brand, so I thought I'd reach out and, you know, help you get this thing started up and running again. So.
And I appreciate that.
No worries, brother. No worries.
All right, you have a nice night. Take care of yourself. Stay up. Stay blessed.
All right, Zay. You take care, man. Talk to you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, guys. You heard it here first. That was our interview with JJ Daniel, a.k.a. Jonathan Daniel. He is the co-owner of SHINEBRIGHTSUPPLYCO. So what I suggest you guys do is go down there to Tampa and go raid his store. Don't raid his store. Just go watch and just go talk to him. Go get some advice on how to run a company. And also don't forget to go buy some gear. Peace.